Yeah. All right, look at Jay looking comfy as hell.
I'm feeling good.
I see you, bro.
Shit.
All right, bro.
fucking with the
Casting
couch.
Casting couch.
What's up?
We're going to get into the episode. 'Cause,
Nah, we don't do that.
You right. ILIFY. We leave it for you. Today's a good episode. We getting into some childhood memories. Y'all ready?
Let's get it. I'm ready.
Alright. I got Jay with me today, the forefather. How you feeling?
What's going? I'm feeling good. Feeling great. You know, we filming from the couch tonight.
Alright.
You know, in my mode, you know.
What made you let me talk. What made you choose couch today? What's
I'm tired of basically the kids running around in the background and shit while I'm trying to get shit done. I'm on the pod, so, you know, this way they get to do their thing and they get to move in and out the room and I get to relax.
Hey, everybody wins. I like that.
Exactly. Win-win.
I like that.
Hell yeah.
I like that. All right, Clemente, Mr. Crook. How you
What's
feeling,
up?
my boy?
I'm feeling good, bro.
Hey, I see you got the shirt on. I see you.
Yeah, I got the Young ILFI shirt. You know, if you're not watching on YouTube, you know, little circles.
Yeah, that bro
I leave it
sponsored
for you.
Gang.
Yeah,
You know?
I see.
And if you aren't watching on YouTube, go ahead and follow us at ILIFY_official. But also, I have to say this because I got in trouble for the first episode. I didn't mention my wife once, and I just want everybody to know how beautifully, perfect, nice, funny, amazing she is, and I love her very much.
All right, that wasn't forced, but we do. Mars is great.
I'm gonna pay for it one way or another, so let's just pay for it now.
Yeah, that hat is about right, Jay. But
I didn't think y'all noticed it. I was just like,
Man. My man put a loser hat on right when I'm talking about my wife. That's crazy.
No, he's talking about you.
Hey, Marissa,
He's talking about you. Let's get that shit.
Mars ain't nothing against you, Mars. You know, it's all love.
It's just your hubby became a loser. So, first question today. I want you both to think hard. What are the top 3 shows that your kids are watching right now? Top 3 that come to your mind.
Oh, okay. Just in general.
Yes. The ones you hear the most.
Bluey's the main one that I think of.
Yeah. Sorry about those technical difficulties. Casting couch over here was messing up. So we're going to get back to Clemente. He was mentioning Bluey. He was talking about Bluey.
Yes. Bluey is hands down the worst show ever created. Just because the things that those parents do to satisfy their kids in that show is very, very unrealistic and unlikely to happen. For example, one episode, the dad had to be born yesterday. So he didn't know anything, right? No knowledge. This man is walking around biting people on the streets, eating their food out of their hands, acting like he didn't know how to act because he was born yesterday. And this is just a game that he decided to play with his kids to distract them for a little bit. So it's just things like that. That's like one of the more extreme ones in the episode, but all the episodes are pretty much like that with the parents playing the games, and I hate it. I hate it so much.
Right,
because
I see Bluey strikes a chord with you. We're gonna shelf Bluey for a second.
I can go on.
See, you can go on for a while. Jay, let me get one from you. What's the show that you can think of on top of your head?
For the boys, like what they would like to get into, or me?
The kids.
The kids.
The boys. All right, so the boys love action, man. They love sci-fi. You know, Beyblade. They got a bunch of like Netflix shows, like My Dad's a Bounty Hunter.
That's a good show, actually.
Yeah,
I like that.
Actually, you know what? Look, that show was solid.
Yeah.
Yes. And I caught Stacy watching it the other day. It was yesterday, actually. And I'm like, yo, is this like a bootleg like Black Panther? Because it showed some scenes like where the two you can relate the two. And he had to break it down for me. I ended up sitting down with him, and I was actually impressed with the show. Power Rangers.
I watched the whole first season of that show with my kids. My Dad's a Bounty Hunter. It's good.
It's solid. It's a good show.
I actually
And,
just dropped some new episodes. Sorry, go ahead.
All right, it's all good. You know.
No,
Is
okay,
anything
okay. We got one from both of y'all. All right.
Well,
All right,
hold on.
so-
Well, I wasn't really done. You know.
Oh, you got more? Oh, my
But
bad.
you know, what I really do like about the kids is that like they just don't dive into cartoons, and I find a lot today, kids like to see other kids like interact on a TV show. It's not all about the cartoons and the special effects. They want to see something real. So my kids also jump on YouTube, right? They're watching a lot of kids playing flag football, and they enjoy that a ton, just as much as they enjoy TV, and I appreciate that.
Oh, okay. Okay, so they like to see kids get active, and then they get active, like.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
like a balance. When I was young, I just liked all cartoons.
Yeah, I was the
Oh.
same way.
Oh no, I was the active kid. I was always outside.
No, I mean, but when you were watching TV, what were you? Were you watching cartoons only? Like, I was pretty much mainly cartoons only.
I wasn't watching the Hidden Temple. That shit
It
was
depends. It depends how old you're talking, because I had basic TV up until like 12, 13 is when we started getting the good stuff. So I was watching Arthur and Zoom on PBS, and that was
Facts.
boring. So we had either
Hold up.
VHS, or I had my Power Rangers movies, or you went and played outside.
dumb. Hold
Yeah.
up, but what time I hold up? You said Arthur was not boring. Arthur was top
Arthur
tier.
was kind of
Top
mid, bro.
tier.
It's just
Not if you
it's
had to watch it
nostalgic.
all the time. No, not all the time. Arthur was cool, but not if you only could watch Arthur in Magic School Bus. Like
When you got done with the episode of Zaboomafoo, you were refreshed. When Arthur hit the screen, you were ready to go. You were pumped up. You're like, hell yeah.
okay,
Buster and Arthur?
This is bringing me into my next question. This is bringing me into my next question. So those shows are the first ones that pop into your head. So what are the first shows that pop into your head about your childhood around your kids' ages now? So Clemente, 5 to 7, or 4 to 7, somewhere in that range, and Jerell, a little bit older. What shows pop into your head right away for you?
Me,
Yeah.
Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the very first one. Dragon
The
Ball
best
Z,
one.
and Spider-Man on Fox every Saturday.
You were watching that at 5 to 7?
Oh yeah,
that
that was my every chance I got. That's what I was watching.
I didn't get to
Don't forget
discover anime until I was a little bit older. You're lucky.
So when I was a kid, my next door neighbor used to babysit us, and she had teenagers, and they were watching Dragon Ball Z, and then I got to watch Dragon Ball Z with them when I was like little, and ever since then, Goku's been my man.
If y'all remember, there was a time I think where WB had like a contract. They had Dragon Ball episodes for like a short, slim moment, but they were old ass episodes. It wasn't anything up to date.
yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't the good ones.
And then it fell off.
We were
But,
older at that point, I want to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Clemente got a lot of shows where people were fighting. Jerell, what's the shows you thinking about?
Hey, Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold was definitely a good show. Ed, Ed, and
Arnold's
Eddie.
fire.
Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Courage the Cowardly Dog. I love that weird shit.
Man, that showed was a mind fuck when I was like 10.
Yo, a lot of our shows were absolute mindfucks. Ren and Stimpy, like when you go
Yeah.
back and look at the
Cow and
cartoons we watched.
chicken.
Whoa,
Cow
cow
and
and
chicken,
chicken.
yeah.
Them boys were eating butts before it was cool. but
Imagine being like 18 right now and listening to this and like, what the hell are these dudes talking about?
boy, turn on the episode of Cow and Chicken.
Cow
You're
and
gonna come back
chicken
for
was
episode
different.
3.
Shit's
gonna
probably
be
hard
back.
to find right now.
Bro said he skipping episode 2. They already watched it. They coming back for 3.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, bet. All right, let me get us back in. Dang, I need some more of the juice on my shoulders. My shoulders been hurting, boy. Y'all don't care. I know. Sorry.
All right, we back from that break. What's the question?
How you just come back from the break and not know what the fuck?
because I gotta get y'all going because
I was letting you do it too. I was like, all right, Jay got it. And then he said,
All right, fuck. Hey, look.
That's making it on the show, by the way.
We back from the break. Yeah, that's making it. That's clip it.
You know,
we back from break. We're gonna tie this right back in because Jerell just talked about cow and chicken, how they was eating butt before we knew it was cool. So those cartoons were wild that we were watching back in the day. Do you agree?
Yeah.
hell yeah.
There's a lot of them were for sure.
All right. So, do you see any similarities in those TV shows?
Oh,
with
shit.
the shows your kids watch now?
Any similarities? I don't think so.
Samurai Jack.
Oh,
Yeah.
you scared me, bro.
that's
What? Are you just bringing up?
I can't even believe I didn't mention Samurai Jack. I'm sorry, I had to get that out. Samurai Jack.
That was fire.
Bro
too.
said, "Oh shit!" Like he's had something important.
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
my boy.
He stopped the conversation
right.
for it and everything.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's get back. He was the Powerpuff Girls' dad. Samurai Jack. They do look the same.
The green one? Maybe.
No, yeah. Go look at it. He looks the exact same, actually.
They do look the same.
As the dad. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I think our shows put you under pressure. You know, made you think, made you question some things. Definitely introduce some ideas. I feel like cartoons they don't really push those boundaries anymore, right? That's just me. You know, I don't see the boys watching anything to where I'm like, what did they just say? You know, but I remember my dad sitting down with me and watching some of like Ed, Edd and Eddy and Cow and Chicken, and he like, when he seen them ass cheeks on a plate, he just like, Jerell. I was like, Dad, like shit said TV 7 in the top right corner. You seen it too. So
Yeah, I don't think the kids shows today really kind of push any boundaries of adult humor like they used to.
Really? Like, at all?
Like they might flirt with it, but it's super super mild. But like back in the day, like it was a clear sex joke and you just didn't know.
I feel like the last real cartoon that really like pushed it was SpongeBob. There were some things in SpongeBob where I was like, damn. If you go back and watch SpongeBob, you'll still be laughing as an adult because you'll get everything.
I actually hated SpongeBob.
What? Like as a kid?
I did not like it. Yeah, I did not like it.
Oh, you hated good stuff. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, KJ, what was your favorite episode of SpongeBob? Real fast.
Oh man, there's a couple.
I'm gonna go first.
Come to mind.
I'm gonna go first. The episode.
Me?
No, because you're slowing down. You're slowing down. You're slowing down.
This guy can't even let me ponder his question.
Hey.
All right, man, let me know because I know your answer. I can tell you excited. Go ahead, let me know.
No.
What was it? You're excited. I know you are. I'll give you mine in a second.
Yeah, but then the producer ruined it, you know. But that shit where they mixed up the shit in the planner and they ate it. Talking about I'm ugly. Motherfuckers had stinky breath.
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah,
That's your favorite episode?
Hilarious. We're ugly, Patrick.
I do remember that. I do.
That's in my top 5 to 10. That's a good one. I was thinking between either Sandy hibernating
that was a good one
or when SpongeBob was pretending like he ain't need no water in her dome. I don't care what y'all say. Bro was killing himself trying to be cool in front of a girl, and we can all relate to that. He was trying to be suave in front of Sandy. He was trying to get the cheeks. I see what they was doing on SpongeBob. The Sandy cheeks. I see it. I see it. But
I'm a little surprised nobody mentioned Doodle Bob.
Oh, Doodle Bob was wild.
Doodle Bob is a good one.
Doodle Bob was a good one.
There's a lot of good SpongeBobs.
Yeah, you know what?
It had moments.
I was gonna say I don't think you hated SpongeBob as much as you.
What about Weenie Hut General? That episode was hilarious too.
Salty Splatoon.
Yeah, the Salty Splatoon.
It was.
No, the producer said it was the movie.
Nah, it was an episode too. There's an episode with it too. I remember.
That's why it hit in the movie.
Yeah, because the episode was hilarious. Because they took him to there was a Weenie Hut as the bar, and then they took him to the hospital, and they took him to Weenie Hut General, and it was hilarious. Bro said,
Softy
"We have
Central.
generals." All right, let's get back on track because SpongeBob. I can talk about SpongeBob a lot. SpongeBob. I think I quote SpongeBob probably at least twice, 2 or 3 times a week. SpongeBob is very quotable.
Good to know.
I guess I wouldn't say I hated it, but it wasn't my favorite.
Yeah, you was capping. Just say that.
Every episode we listed. That was
yeah.
Yeah, I know. I had seen every single one of them.
He was like, I'm watching it good. All right, so what do you think is going to be your kid's SpongeBob?
That's a good question.
Damn. That's a great question. I don't think we've seen it yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Really?
Odin's pretty.
I'm trying to think.
Odin's
so you
pretty
think this
into Power
generation
Rangers.
SpongeBob is in the works?
Hell yeah, because the last thing that was like SpongeBob-esque for me was like The Adventures of Flapjack, and I ain't seen shit like that in years.
What is The Adventures of Flapjack? That's
Whoa.
not even a thing.
Never.
I'm pretty sure you made that up.
No, it's a show.
I'm pretty sure you dreamed a dream.
It was on Cartoon Network, and it didn't last long because the shit was wild. But
so it was nothing like SpongeBob because SpongeBob got 20 plus seasons for show.
I guess the humor is relatable. If you go and watch The Adventures of Flapjack, so check the notes. It's on the lines of Adventure Time. So I guess a little further past SpongeBob.
Adventure Time I'm familiar with.
Yeah, that is an adult show. I don't care what you guys say. So let's get past that one. That's an adult show.
Facts.
Okay, so this generation SpongeBob not out yet. Y'all haven't seen a show where your kid's gonna be like, "This is my shit."
I just think they're too young, A, and B, I don't know if there's anything out there that's that like it just sticks
captivating
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, that's things.
Like, and you know what?
And this is gonna.
There's a lot of Oh, go ahead.
It's gonna lead into what you're saying too about competition. There's a lot of competition out there. Everything's too PC, but there's a lot of competition, and kids' attention spans aren't what they used to be. So, do you think that combination makes it so it's hard for those type of shows to catch? Because a kid, when I say short attention span, I mean they will like something, but if something else comes along, they'll switch pretty quick. For us, if we like SpongeBob, we watch SpongeBob. That was just us. But then we had other shows like Rocket Power or Hey Arnold or other shows that we would watch, but we still remember SpongeBob. Everything else is like too quick. It's too splash, and then kids are off of it. And then networks just get off of that show right away. Do you think any show can be a SpongeBob again?
Yeah, but I think it's difficult because of like just how shit's set up. Like content creation and streaming services have changed the game massively. Like when you think back to how we were getting it done, like it was Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon. You had those two superpowers. Oh, Disney Channel, right?
Channel,
Obviously, right? So you had those three, but outside of that, it was like you weren't going to PBS to watch cartoons. Like you weren't like that wasn't
not if you had
not if you didn't have to do that. you weren't doing it.
Three, PBS was dead.
Now
last.
It's so affordable. You can get a streaming service for a Little Caesars pizza a month, and you got so much to choose from. So I think the game's changed. That's just really what's happened.
Like back in our day, we had to wait the schedule to watch these shows. Like Rocket Power was on at 3, SpongeBob was on at 4, Hey Arnold was on at 5. You had to like wait to watch all these shows. Now these kids watch a show, and before they can find it to watch it again, there's a different show that flashes in their face, and they watch that instead. So there's just
more
more
out yet,
right. There's just more content. It's easier to find, easier to get to. So I think that's more it rather than the attention span. There's just so much to watch that they're seeing it all, checking it out.
Okay. And do you think it's a good or a bad thing, or do you think it's just whatever?
I think it depends what they watch. I think there's a lot of good shows that they can watch that teach them a lot of things. Like Phoenix has this one show where they're animals in the show, and then at the end of the show they go to a real clip like Discovery style, and it shows them what those animals do and how they are and what they are and blah blah blah, and they learn a lot about that animal. So it just depends what they watch. There's definitely a lot of dumb things that can maybe make you a little bit dumb, but there's definitely a lot of things that they can get a lot of knowledge out of too.
I can agree with that.
Okay, so do you like that your kids have access to this many options? Do you think that it should be more limited? Do you think there should be? Do you think it's too much now? Do you think it's going to overwhelm kids after a while?
I think some kids could definitely get lost in it, but so far from what I've seen, what I see every day, I don't think they're watching anything that I'm too worried about. If I see them diving in any dark holes, I'm gonna stop that and tell them that they can't watch that or anything like that.
Or better question is, how do you make sure your kids don't just become a TV watcher and they stay in the now, like in their living and going out and playing outside and all that stuff, like the things we got to do as kids? Like, how do you find that balance? Because you guys have kids that are doing that. So how are you finding that balance right now?
And again, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like the boys, like they kind of have their own natural knack for it, right? Their own love to connect with other kids and see what other kids are up to. You know, when actually, I think this started with I don't know if you guys are familiar, but Ryan Toys, right? And you know, shout out to him. His parents have set him up. You know, he's doing great things. But I remember when Stacy was like 3 and 4, and Ryan was on YouTube testing out the newest toy, the newest Nerf gun, X, Y, and Z, right? And there, if you think back, like that was a big thing on YouTube, right? Now, not everybody survived it. Ryan's one of the few, and he's doing very well. But I think that's where their passion kind of originated. From there, it bled into other things like, okay, like I'm playing football now. I want to see how other kids are playing football and who's the best tournament team and yada yada. So, you know, they definitely get after human connection, and on their way to that, they pick up different experiences and different knowledge. So right now it's working out. It's been working out without me and Nay, or Nay and I having to be too hands on. There's definitely some times where I got to turn off YouTube. I'm not gonna front on that. There's definitely some times where I'm like, dude, what are you watching, right? But that's just, you know, it's part of the gig, right? As a parent, can't let the screen raise your kid, you know.
Yeah, I let the kids pretty much go crazy until I can't handle it anymore. Just like they're sweating, they're out of breath, like they're just someone's about to get hurt. So I'm like, okay, now let's sit down and like I'll give you your tablets, or let's watch a movie or something. Watch TV, you know. It's time to chill out. So I just let them go crazy until we can't handle it anymore, and then I kind of use that as a tool to like, all right, it's time to relax.
Okay, so are you saying your kids rather play than watch shows then?
Yeah, there's a good balance. I'd say it's probably 70-30. They'd rather play than watch shows, and then once they're gassed, then they'll sit there and chill and watch, you know, whatever they want to watch.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, yeah.
But they're still young. I mean, that can change any minute, you know.
All right, and then I have a question specifically for you, Jerell, because you are the only one out of us that really deal with this. You know what it's like as a kid to get the newest gaming console, and I saw that you have recently got your kid a gaming console. How do you find the balance? Because I know as a kid, we wanted to play the game all day. What is your... How do you restrict them playing the game, but also you relate to, like, I have to pull them off the game, but when I was this age, you understand, like, they wanted to play. Like, what is your gripe? Like, how do you feel doing that, and how do you manage to do it now?
For sure. First of all, you know, I remember coming up and like when I tell you I had a PlayStation 1 until I was like 12, right? And I was born 92. So you think about when the PlayStation 1 came out, and you think about when the GameCube came out, that's when I upgraded. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to God, because Nay and I being able to do these types of things is really a blessing. Like, you know, totally different from what my parents endured and what they were able to do. Finding that balance, I'm definitely a lot more sympathetic, because, you know, we just got done with like a dozen games of Modern Warfare plus yesterday, probably 3 or 4 hours of Modern Warfare yesterday on a good Sunday afternoon. Hey, I'm just telling them, we don't do it often, but we got it in yesterday. And so dad still gets down like that. So when they're in the middle of a game and they's like, yo, like, you know, it's time to shut it down, I'll kind of come over to the TV and be like, damn, they're on the last circle. And I'm like, look, give them another 30 minutes, you know. I'm not even gonna lie, like I really do bat for them. But, you know, when you see that it's doing more harm than good, like, you know, as a parent and as their Sherpa in life, you just got to step in and just tell them. Yeah. I'm straight up with them, like, bro, like, it's time to develop some skills. It's time to read a book. It's time to get after something different, because you can make money doing this, but you gotta have other options, and you're not gonna put all your eggs in one basket. So let's come back to this tomorrow, get it popping somewhere else.
I was gonna ask you, since we were on that, like, what if they just said that was their dream to, like, be a professional gamer?
I'm gonna support it.
But how do you limit that, like, at the same time? Because there needs to be a limit on that. You can't just let them give up on everything and just play the game.
That is a good question, because if we said that back in the day, our parents would have said, if you don't give me this controller and get out the house.
You'd have got that Daffy Duck slap.
You probably should have been thrown in the trash.
Busted to bits. Man. Computer chips and shit poking out the PS1.
Like, yeah, well, this is now our game. Thank you. I will have fun with it myself.
Yeah. But now, I mean, it's a totally tangible goal. Like, that's a real dream. That's very possible for kids now.
It is. And that's great.
So would you, because Jerell, because you push them and let them know, hey, if you want to play football, this is what you got to do. If they said, I want to be a professional gamer, would you push the same, or would you not take it as serious?
Well, okay, so football is recreational, or at least I try to make it recreational. Stacy currently he competes in tournaments, right? Now that's by his choice. No one in the house, I'm not forcing anyone in the house on the track of, you're going to be a quarterback, you're going to be a wide receiver in the NFL or NCAA, whatever. Am I ruling out the possibility? Definitely not. And neither are they. They talk about it amongst themselves, right? So dad's not doing that, they're doing that, and dad's just watering the plant, right? As soon as they decide and they say, hey, like, I want to do something different, bet we're going to roll with that, because I believe in that. Yeah, you know, I didn't get a lot of that when I was coming up, so that's important to me. So I guess what I'm saying is, if that is honestly my child's goal, I want their success just as much as they want their success. I want their success just as much as I want my own, probably even more. Yeah. Yes, more. Yeah, because they're my seed. You know, so yeah, I would support it.
Okay.
No, that's cool.
Now you don't you know, if the shit don't go the way it needs to go, we gotta have a conversation. You know, we just gotta talk about it. I love you. What?
Okay. All right. Clemente, well, I guess we don't have to deal with that yet. So if we get there, we get there. You know what I'm saying? Why? But I think it's cool because you don't see kids that want to not be on tablets or on the game as much. Like, we've been blessed with some fortunate situations with all of our kids and our women. So, man, we gotta say it. Thank you. So thank you, God. Yeah, you've been blessing us.
Amen to that.
Can't say nothing less than that. But anyway, you guys got anything for me? You guys good today? You guys feeling frisky with a question? You wanna You want me to dive deep and give y'all something good?
I got a question for you real quick, because I know you're about to have a baby, and
I
in your head, okay, this is totally hypothetical. When he's not calming, or whenever you need him to chill out and need him to watch something to, like, a go-to, what do you think will be the first thing you try?
Alright, I'm gonna give you my fake answer first.
all right.
Because what I was gonna say is we gonna put on some Dallas Cowboys highlights, you know what I'm saying? Sit on YouTube, chill out real quick.
That is not gonna work.
I should have put somebody to sleep real quick.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully, that's the goal. Night, night, little fella. Real answer? It's gonna depend, because I'd have to know what his vibe was. Like, I have to know, does he like certain cartoon? Is there a certain song he likes? Because I play a lot of music around her stomach, so if there's gonna be a song that I notice makes him sleepy, I'll probably try to put that on. I don't know. I can't even really answer that. I don't know.
You know what's gonna put him right to sleep? I'm gonna keep it a buck. I am, folks, the forefather, and what I can say in my experience, the heartbeat, man, real shit. You pick up your baby, you put him on your chest.
Oh, okay.
Now, that's just gonna knock you out too. It's unfortunate. You think you're gonna make it out the bed. You're not. You're gonna blink, and it's gonna be too long of a blink. You're gonna see some dreams. Next day.
See some dreams. You're gonna see some dreams. Hey, but that'd be the best sleep though.
Best sleep. Just don't roll over on the baby.
Or drop 'em.
Make sure somebody's there.
Right.
Make sure somebody's there.
Supervising.
Yeah.
I don't move
before,
when I
like,
sleep.
Like, really? Like, that's like,
Same.
that is the quickest way I've ever gotten any of the kids to go to sleep whenever they were fussing. Just throw them on your chest and just lay down and knocked out right away.
That's what we used to do with Phoenix. Before she would go to bed, like, for the way we would put her to sleep, I would just lay down, put her right in my arm, she'd crash, and then I'd take her to bed. And that's the only way we were able to get her to go to sleep at night. But so we did that every night.
That's so cute. I only have one thing to end it with. And this is going to be our segue into our third episode, which is going to be the fantasy football intro. So, I have something for y'all. And you can only answer the question. You cannot defend it.
All right.
Clemente, you cannot name yourself who's winning the fantasy football season this year.
Brad.
Okay.
Jerell.
Can I name two candidates? Or
No,
do I have to just...
you can only answer the question.
Who do I think is going to win? Okay.
Who's going to win? And you cannot say yourself.
Josh.
That's the wrong answer. And Clemente, your answer's the wrong answer. It is B.
No,
but
it's not.
Since I have to answer this question also. Well, no, I'm answering the question. I'm just saying you guys should have said me because I am the best player in the league, obviously. And Devontae is putting 2 hot dogs to his face right now. Y'all see that?
Yeah,
Y'all
Lizzie
saw that,
Gobbler.
right?
Our
Boys,
producer in the
gobbly
background is doing
glizzies.
some weird things.
I know. Bo's over here salt shaking his face. That's weird, my boy. That's weird. Anyways, you guys are going to be surprised by this answer. Darius.
Ooh, spicy. But gonna happen.
He out of shape.
But he don't know what he's getting into.
He out of
thinks he knows.
shape. He left the salty splatoon. He left.
He said he had to work out and come back.
No, you work out at the salty Splatoon.
Nah, he been in
That's what you
bikini
do.
bottom. He ain't ready.
He's a bikini bottom? Because that's a little weird, buddy.
No, he was
He was
in
a rock bottom.
bikini bottom.
He was in the spot where they were like,
He don't know what
said
he don't know what the sunlight looks like.
Bottom. He's nasty.
bottom, boy.
Y'all don't remember that
Nasty.
episode, huh?
It was
do
rock
remember it.
bottom.
Yo, you're
Oh,
telling
it was rock
yourself.
bottom. It was
Yes,
rock bottom.
and you're
It was a
telling
bikini.
yourself.
I already
bottom,
walked
bottom.
that back. I already walked that back like 20 minutes ago, buddy.
Yeah,
it's all
but
good.
I'm walking it back up. Bro,
Yes, it do. Yes, it do. Yes, it do.
I don't care what y'all say. SpongeBob was mid.
Oh shit! It was not mid. It was saucing. It was bossing. It was everything.
Alright, so I was just kidding. I'm gonna let you end with your jokes though. Alright, Jay, give me one. Joke,
Alright,
go.
bet.
You got it, bro.
What do you call a reluctant potato?
I don't know.
A hesitator. Hey. That A.
You're stupid.
What can I do?
Oh man. Oh, that was a good one. I like it. All right.
All
So
right.
now I got you, Jay, because I don't want everybody to get used to you closing it out since you do it so eloquently. I'll close it out today for us. So here we go. Thank you for tuning in. We love you. We want you to have a beautiful day. Thank you for. I can't do it, Jay. I can't do it. You gotta do it. You got it, man.
God damn, people. Look. We came. We brought it. This is where we leave it for you, baby. Have a good night.
Yeah, that's all I like. Yeah.
This man left.
He closed out.